Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Number 12 on return. Break.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. Dalton operating in the red zone now. This will be caught at about the 3. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. This will be Dalton again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Christian Kirksey coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Hill, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long, even though they...
Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. The 40. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. He's been reliable all year, and he continues that reliability here on the biggest stage.
And when we were in a production meeting with the offensive coordinator, didn't he kind of mention, maybe even smile about the idea of running the football? It's worked well for them.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. A fake to Crowell. Now it's Griffin. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and now it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's going to take another shot here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Now
he's got a man complete. A big play. Dalton to his favorite target, Green. 43 yards. First and 10 for Dalton. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Another look for Dalton on second and 10. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Griffin. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Looking deep for LaFell. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the...
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Going up top. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A.J. Green, 41 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And as the Cleveland Browns come back out onto the field, they'll get going again on offense here in a second, but 1-15 this last year, and it's a franchise that since moving back to Cleveland in '99 has only been to the playoffs 1 time.
Hard to believe, right? And just 2 winning seasons in that time frame
only 2
as well. But I think there's optimism to be had here in Cleveland. I think that the fans, it's tough for them to see it after another 1-15 season, but I think that they have a plan in place to move this franchise forward. Ownership, front office, head coach, all in lockstep together with a vision and a plan that they intend to execute.
Geno Atkins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep for the Bengals, Adam Jones. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Passing, it's Dalton. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So we've reached...
You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that?
It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yes.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And a short gain down to about the 33. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Crowell, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I know neither one of us does research as busy work. 4 block kicks in 2015.
Yep, for the Browns.
For the Browns.
Tied for the most in the NFL.
And we just see another one here. It's amazing how you try and correct something, and sometimes you work so hard to correct it, you still find a way to give it up.
It's caught at the 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. They'll try to pound it in with Hill, and he will maneuver. For his way down to about the 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A play fake to Hill. Dalton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Griffin throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play, now it's second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football? It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bengals getting set to go. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton, and Eifert has it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Second down now after the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. On third down, Griffin. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Jones.
Whoosh.
Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you